Hello guys, welcome to a new Get Rekt gaming news video, and yet again I have some spicy news for you guys today. A ton of new Bethesda games have just been leaked through the FTC, through leaked documents that were supposed to be redacted from the FTC Microsoft court case, and it will shock you what we can find in these documents on games that are going to come from Bethesda that are Xbox exclusive. We'll talk all about this stuff in today's video, so sit back, relax, enjoy, take a beverage, and let's get on with the news. We just had one of the biggest Xbox game leaks ever so far, and I'm going to split this video in two parts. This video will focus on all the games that have been leaked, and in my next video I will talk about new consoles from Xbox that will be planned, as well as next gen stuff, mid-launch next generation refreshes, like a all new Xbox Digital Series X version that you want to see. There is so much stuff, a handheld that is coming. That's all for my next video. If you are interested in that, click on that video. It's probably not out right now, but I will try to get it out around the same time with this video. Also, don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I might feature you in the next video. So let's talk about all this stuff from Bethesda. A lot of games have been leaked through the FTC Microsoft court case, and the FTC did a very big oopsie. I don't know if it was the FTC though, don't get me wrong, but I do think it's because of them that all this stuff got leaked. We're going to take a look at all the stuff right here. So I have a list of potential games that are in development, and also project names that we don't know what they are. There are physical years next to these games. I will show you guys what those are, but you have to keep in mind that all this stuff is old information. There are games out there like Starfield is in this list with physical year 2021, which is of course not true. So a lot of the release date stuff doesn't match with real life, but what this gives us an outlook of what they are working on. So it's a very big leak. Let's take a look at it. Here you have the title release schedule for free-to-play mobile and console PC games. And we can see here physical year 20, not that interesting. Doom Eternal DLC, The Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout, Wastelanders and Deathloop, and of course Fallout Shelter Online and Project Whirlwind for free-to-play mobile. Now, I don't want to talk about all that mobile stuff because that's not what the channel is about. We are about hardcore video games for console and PC, so I'm going to mostly ignore what's on there for mobile. So we're going to look at this left section of this chart here, and we see fiscal year 21, Starfield, Elder Scrolls Online expansion, Redfall, Doom Eternal DLC, Ghostwire Tokyo, Fallout Worlds, which is Fallout 76 I think, and cancelled, maybe expansion for Fallout 76, and Project Hibiki. If you guys don't know, Project Hibiki is supposed to be Hi-Fi Rush, which released now in this year. So all these games you see here have been delayed up until now. Starfield, Redfall, Doom Eternal already released previously, and Ghostwire Tokyo as well. But then when we look at the next year's, physical year 2022, the Indiana Jones game, the Oblivion remaster. I already made a video about that, which is a remake actually of Oblivion. They name it here a remaster in these files, but it's actually a remake from Virtuos Studio. At least that's what the rumors are saying right now. I have a video on that if you are interested. Check my channel on that. An Elder Scrolls Online expansion and Starfield DLC. So this basically indicates more of a 2024 release schedule, right? And they are talking about the Indiana Jones game, which has already been announced. So we can expect that game maybe next year, but also the Oblivion remake. If that launches next year, that would just, I would faint. I'm a big Elder Scrolls fan, but I'm very skeptical on that. Keep in mind, this is all old information, and maybe this Oblivion remake is a 2025 game, the Indiana Jones game as well. That could also be a 2025 game. But everything basically on here was 2 years delayed, especially when you look at the physical year 2021 stuff for Starfield and Redfall. So take a 2-year delay for the Oblivion remake and an Indiana Jones game and say it's 2024 targeted for these titles. Now let's take a look at physical year 2023. Doom Year 0 and DLC. This is a brand new Doom game. First person shooter, probably a sequel maybe for Eternal. Very interesting, or maybe it's a prequel to the Doom reboot. We don't know yet. It's a new Doom game with its DLC. Was planned for physical year 2023. Delay it with 2 years, so planned for physical year 2025 basically. So for 2025 they want to aim for a new Doom game. Very interesting. Project Kestrel, we don't know what that is. Could be maybe a new IP. It's from Bethesda. Wouldn't be surprised if it is. But very interesting stuff. Maybe we hear about it from Jess Gordon. He knows a lot of Xbox stuff. Elder Scrolls Online expansion and Project Platinum. Also a project name that we don't know what it is. So Project Kestrel and Project Platinum, 2 titles that we don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. And a new Doom game, all for around 2025, 2026, something like that. Very interesting. I'm also a very big fan of the Doom games. The reboot was very good, and Eternal especially. So I cannot wait for a new Doom sequel. Then, physical year 2024, which is 2 years delay, let's say 2026. A 2026 window for these games. Elder Scrolls 6. I'm very skeptical on that. I can also see that being 2027 because this game is gigantic. Wouldn't be surprised. But that's what they are aiming for, guys. So, Project Kestrel expansion. The fact that they say an expansion for Kestrel and not for Project Platinum is pretty interesting. So maybe Kestrel is a bigger game than we think it is. A licensed IP game. This is not Indiana Jones, because Indiana Jones has already been mentioned. So there is a different licensed IP game from Bethesda. Could be anything in the works. Pretty interesting. A Fallout 3 remaster, all the way for physical year 2024, which is probably physical year 2026. So what I am thinking is that this is a Fallout 3 remake, not just a remaster. Why would they put a Fallout 3 remaster all the way there? Next to Elder Scrolls 6 is kind of weird to me. So I do think this is indeed also a Fallout 3 actual remake. And that would be amazing news for the Fallout community, because they have to wait a very long time until Fallout 5. And it looks like we are getting new Elder Scrolls stuff, new Fallout stuff before we get Fallout 5 and Elder Scrolls 6 to keep us over. And that is amazing. I do think Bethesda is changing their minds a bit on the whole cycle of Elder Scrolls, Fallout, Starfield. It's going to take too long for those games and IPs to come out. 10 plus years for these games because they are so big. And I do think it's a good decision to make remakes, even if it is at different studios, something like that. Maybe they can help internally, give some sort of direction. Todd Howard can just be a mentor for other studio and say like, hey, do this, do this. The fact that there's new content in the works that comes sooner for these franchises, these big single player franchises, to me, like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, is a good sign. I do think this is a remake and not just a remaster. If this is a remaster, this could easily release next year. It's not a big thing to do, these remasters. They are most of the time upscales in resolution and frame rate most of the time. But the fact that this is listed next to Elder Scrolls 6 says to me a lot that this might be an actual remake. Elder Scrolls Online expansion, so they want to keep the Elder Scrolls Online going for some time. A new Ghostwire Tokyo sequel as well. very interesting and cool. I really like Ghostwire Tokyo, the original one. And I think that IP has a lot of promise and a lot of things that can evolve from the first game to make it a far better game. And I really liked the first game, but it lacked a bit on its story front and world building front, in my opinion. It was also repetitive, but it had very good ideas. And I think they can build on these ideas to make a very cool sequel. So I do look forward to that. Dishonored 3. Oh my goodness. Yes. Please, Bethesda, let Arcane Studios work on a Dishonored 3 instead of Redfall content, or instead of a Deathloop 2. I know a lot of people actually like Deathloop. I don't. I fucking hate that game. I'm sorry. I just want Dishonored back. Those games were much better in my opinion. Let Arcane go back to the roots. Work on a actual next-gen Dishonored game. That would be amazing. That puts a smile on my face that they made the right decision to go back to Dishonored. This is all coming from the supposed FTC Microsoft court case. If there are any updates towards all these titles, I will of course let you guys know. But we have, to recap, Dishonored 3, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, a Fallout 3 remaster, which I think is a remake, a licensed IP, a new one, which is a mystery, Project Kestrel, Elder Scrolls 6 is on there, but that's not a new game, we already know about that, Project Platinum, a new Doom game as well, the Oblivion remake, which we got rumors for, and I made a video on that, and the Indiana Jones game, Elder Scrolls 6, Dishonored 3, Ghostwire Tokyo sequel, it's all in the bracket of fiscal year 2024. That's nowhere close, and it's old information. Expect this to be more 2026, 2027 even. But still, the Bethesda is looking forward towards a Dishonored. That's very good news for the future. I do think Kestrel might be a new IP. Not sure about that. Also, keep in mind, this is some games. Maybe there will be more stuff as well. We know about Wolfenstein 3 supposedly somewhere coming in the future. I do think Machine Games at some point also wants to return to Wolfenstein. Maybe after the Indiana Jones game. There have been early talks about a New Vegas 2 as well. Fallout New Vegas 2, which took place last year. I think before this stuff was leaked. So it's probably not on here. But Bethesda also wants to do Fallout New Vegas 2. So that's also in the cards. Keep in mind, Todd Howard also wants to do Fallout 5. So you can add those games for the future as well. Pretty interesting stuff. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do you guys think of all these games from Bethesda leaking now? I am very happy, to be honest with you guys, with the support towards Elder Scrolls and Fallout. That they are actually seeing the problem of the development cycle getting too big. These IPs have to be expanded upon. I've been saying that for years. Let other studios do it. Let another studio make an Elder Scrolls game or a Fallout game. Obsidian made New Vegas, right? And that was a great Fallout game. Some people even think New Vegas is the best Fallout game. I'm one of those people. And you can absolutely trust a different team to work on those franchises. I don't think Bethesda should keep all those IPs for themselves, or they have to expand, make a new studio so that Fallout can be made alongside Elder Scrolls, like CG Projekt Red is doing right now. I've been praising CG Projekt Red on the co-development stuff, making a whole new studio for Cyberpunk so they can focus on Cyberpunk alone or Witcher alone, and that will make these games develop faster. You just need good teams, good leadership, and if you have that, I am sure a believer that it will be right for those games, and we don't have to wait years upon years upon years for those big games. So let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think of all this news. I quickly want to do comment of the day from my last video, which was about Unity drama. I've got some comments from that. Thank you guys for commenting. If you comment, I will feature you in the next video. Keep that in mind. Marcus777 says on my YouTube video, they're seeing how far they can go with this cash grab. Negotiation 101. Start stupidity high, expecting backlash. They win when people accept scaled back fees, more in-game ads and more microtransactions. Yeah, these companies need to be in check, and that's why I also make these videos, right? Because if we just let these companies go wild, they will try new stuff to see how far they can go with monetization. And we do need to be active as a community, right? We need to say, hey, stop, not further. You guys are making a lot of money right now off sales. I get that a lot of games are more expensive to make nowadays, don't get me wrong. But putting microtransactions everywhere is not going to help. Making these fees for the engine is not going to help indie developers, and we need to just watch this stuff. When they do this stuff, we need to talk about it. So thank you for commenting. If you have a comment of your own, let me know in the comment section down below and I might feature you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like this video if you like it, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more gaming leaks and rumors, that type of stuff. And of course, visit my social media in the description down below. And I might see you in the next Xbox video. Click on that if you want to see more about the hardware stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next Get Rekt Gaming News video. Bye bye.